Hey guys, how's it going? Eli here, back with another video where today we have some massive news in regards to Pokemon Astral Radiance finally revealing the remaining portion of the set. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So as always, we do our weekly giveaways. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed to the YouTube channel, leave a like, comment down below on any of our videos each and every week. We post Monday, Wednesday, Friday for our pre-recorded videos, and then Tuesday, Thursdays are when we post our streams. And then of course as well, Sunday we just recently added 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. We're doing our weekly breakers. If you want to check in on how you enter into one of those, all you have to do is go to our breakers page and then buy any of the Pokemon packs that we have available then. But we offer different Pokemon breakers each and every week. Last week was Unified Minds. This week we're going to be opening up some Cosmic Eclipse booster packs from a Pokemon booster box. So, but of course, our winners, we have 3 each and every week. They each will be receiving 8 Brilliant Star booster packs, and then once we get to 2,500 subs, which is our next milestone, then it will increase from 8 to 12 Brilliant Star booster packs. So very exciting to say the least. Can't thank you guys enough for the continued growth and support. But now let's get to the main topic. So, why is this massive news for Astral Radiance? Well, we've been waiting forever. I mean, this set for Astral Radiance is supposed to obviously come out May 27th, May 28th, around that time is the expectation. So we still have about, a month and a half away realistically before the set is actually released. But there's been a lot of speculation in regards to, okay, what's going to be in the set. We obviously saw some of the character rares from the first half of the set, but we didn't really get to see what was going to be included in the next half. People were very, very much skeptical, like, hey, are we done with are we done with alternate arts? That was something that a lot of people were extremely scared about. There was a lot of predictions that they were gone, and for some reason people had very little faith that all of a sudden they were just going to get rid of them completely. And so the kind of hatred towards the set before it was even fully released was very high. So it was one of these things where everyone was just kind of really anticipating it, because this, I mean, if you really think about it, this is a set that hasn't been this is a set that hasn't gotten a lot of love, and we've been waiting basically since the end of Brilliant Star, or what I should say of the release of Brilliant Star, because there's been not really a ton of Pokemon product that's been coming out. I mean, if you really think about it, in between now and Brilliant Star, obviously we had Shining Fates, which was big news for the reprints on that. We've got Vivid Voltage coming up, and we had Darkness Blaze. So those are pretty big reprints. But in regards to the booster box like landscape, we've had literally 0 reprints or 0 Pokemon product outside of Brilliant Star come out for the past 3 months. And you might say to yourself, well, 3 months, that's not that long, but in the Pokemon world, that's a very long time, especially when you take into consideration that we had a Pokemon set come out end of August, start of October, and then November. Sure, you can say, September, October, and then leads into November, and you just had a set in between that, but still, that's a lot of Pokemon product that people were consuming. And so within that time frame, you had Pokemon product come out for Fusion Strike, and then with that, shortly after, you did see Evolving Skies reprints, you saw Chilling Reigns Wave 2 come out, you saw some Vivid Voltage booster boxes, some booster boxes of Darkness Ablaze, so it's like they really did a huge reprint for a lot of this product that people have been in demand for, and so you haven't really seen that since back in, around November, December area. So it's one of these things where, people have been anxiously waiting basically for Pokemon product, because as we can see right now, we're going to do a little bit of a market look in regards to some of the product available right now. Brilliant Star booster boxes are going for around 140. They have been absolutely on the climb. I mean, you just take a look at what's been going on the past month. Obviously, the low being 126, and then the high being 144. For those people that, of course, took my advice in regards to when I said, obviously my milestone price points were 110, 100, and I said, listen, I'm a little speculative. I think it's very speculative at this point, and I'm a little bit, afraid that this might not be the bottom price point to get in, and if you get in at 115, then I think I'm not going to fault you for it. Well, if you got in at 115, congratulations, you're now up $35, just grossly speaking. And then you take a look at Evolving Skies, and what Evolving Skies has been doing, it's also been doing nothing but just upwards movement since the past 3 months. It's in that price range of what I told you guys. Hey, if it hits 160, 170, 180, then the higher it goes up, the closer and closer I think we're going to be to getting a reprint, it's very likely we're at least going to get a booster box reprint, let alone an ETB one. So I would definitely say that, hey, you know, these prices are getting kind of outrageous when you really think about it that way. Even with other products such as Fusion Strike booster boxes, Chilling Reign booster boxes, Battle Styles booster boxes, Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, all these booster boxes are going on the incline. I mean, just take a look. It was going at 123 and now it's going all the way up to 131. Obviously hasn't seen as much movement, the same as you've seen with Evolving Skies and Brilliant Star, but still movement nonetheless. You take a look at what's been going on, obviously, within the past 3 months. It looks like Vivid's been a lot more stagnant. It's had its highs and lows. But if we look at the lowest price sale, it is basically going for 129, and it did hit a low at one point of 100. So that's still 29% growth from the absolute bottom. But the ones that I think are the most interesting really to pay attention to is if you take a look at what Chilling Reign's been doing. I mean, look at this, just absolute explosive growth in the past 3 months. You obviously saw it hit a major low of around $80, and then since then it's just been climbing upwards. Of course, you might say, oh, well, 96 from 80, that's not a lot. That's still a 20% growth. So a lot of booster box product. And I think what's happening is, you know, a lot of people have been wanting to get their hands on Brilliant Stars and Evolving Skies, and the prices have become too expensive for people to really want to, you know, go out and buy them at, especially considering that there's more than likely going to be reprints for both these sets. So people are still wanting to open Pokemon product, and so they're going back and they're just trying to open Fusion Strike booster boxes, Chilling Reign booster boxes, Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage, to just kind of make up for the demand in the market that, you know, the void has not really been filled by. And so that's why I think, leading into the next point that we're going to be discussing, it's such a massive deal that Astral Radiance finally got revealed, because now you're going to see a different change in market sentiment in regards to, you know, Astral Radiance booster box prices. And kind of what my prediction for Astral Radiance is, you'll probably see the same thing happen with Astral like you did with Brilliant Star. Brilliant Star prices, basically they were at around 115 at their lowest, you know, pre-order on TCG Player, and then basically you saw shortly after there was kind of an announcement of what the cards were going to be. You did see that kind of spike, and then it kind of flatlined a little bit, and then about a week or two before release you did see it skyrocket because of anticipation, and the people that kind of last second were late to the party on getting in their pre-orders did purchase. And then of course shortly over the next couple weeks you did see Brilliant Star booster box prices start to plummet. So that's kind of the biggest thing I would say with that. You could really see that with Astral Radiance. Wouldn't be surprised if you saw within the next couple of weeks prices go up and just follow the same exact pattern, especially now that the set's been fully released. Now, of course, they could be, you know, it could really ultimately come down to the ultimate sentiment of what's going to be for Astral Radiance, whether people truly like the second half or not. But we're going to go over that right now and just kind of take a look and see what you guys personally think about the cards that were just released. So here's just a picture of some of the cards, and yes, it is 100% confirmed alternate arts are going to be in the set, so no one has any need to panic for whether there's going to be alternate arts. So here's the first one. Look at the Hisuian Lilligant. For those people that haven't played the Arceus game, she's one of the main bosses that you play throughout the game, so that's kind of what she looks like. I think that art design I'm not a big fan of Lilligant, but I think the art design on the card is beautiful. I think it's really cool. Here's the Machamp V special art. If you're a Machamp fan or you just like the alternate art design, I do think it's a pretty cool alternate art design. Dialga, here's a really cool one. I actually love this artwork design for Dialga. Of course, I've mentioned how much I hate the ancient form of Dialga. I think it looks absolutely stupid, but for the artwork design of it, it's very much, you know, Van Gogh-esque, I guess is the best way to explain it. When looking at the design, it's kind of like a painting with the swirl of time and space in the background. I do think it's very cool, and it's very you know, it's very transparent in what they were trying to show with it. You know, you've got your rainbows, of course, for the Machamp Vmax. It is one of those Pokemon that does have his Dynamax form, and I do think that it's a really cool Dynamax form Pokemon. Obviously the rainbows for the trainer cards. You've got Gardenia, which is really cool. We still have a couple that haven't been released yet. It's up for interpretation of what 87 could potentially be. I couldn't tell you first and foremost what we're going to be seeing specifically, but it's going to be a gold card. We don't know yet, but we do know we have a golden Dialga V-Star, which is really cool. And then Path to the Peak. Interesting that they reprinted that card, probably because it does have competitive viability, but a gold variation of that is still cool nonetheless. And now here is the next half. Very interesting that we got a Beedrill V special art. I think the actual artwork for it is super, super pretty. Man, they just kill it with the art designs, especially when you're talking about the overall look of the alternate arts. And this is kind of cool to see with Palkia. It's kind of like a distortion world looking thing. So I think the artwork on this is also absolutely beautiful. Then you've, well, take the Hisuian Sneasler. For those people who have played the game, he's one of the Pokemon you can use to climb things. So it's, pretty... it makes sense why this is the artwork they went with them overlooking the Hisuian region. Absolutely beautiful artwork once again. And then here are your kind of rainbows to remain. And then here's the Palkia, as well as a gold double turbo energy. That'll be cool considering this also is a competitively viable card. And of course as well, you do have your waifu cards. Yeah, I don't know if I'd say that Grant and Joy are, but you do have Arita, I think is how you pronounce her name, in it, and as well as, like I said, Gardenia is also going to be a big fan favorite considering she was a Gen 4 gym leader. So I think there's definitely a lot of appeal within this set, specifically now that they just released the alternate arts within it as well. So the next question, of course, ultimately has to be asked, okay, Eli, what now? Now that we have the set officially released, now that we know all the cards that are going to be in the set, is this set going to be an absolute dud? And we can go back and we can take a look at the character rares for Astral Radiance, just so that you guys can really see what's going to be in the set completely. And as you guys can see, in regards to the remaining portion of the set, which was announced back, I want to say, a couple months ago for Battle Regions, the character rares which were included, albeit not as exciting, I should say, as the Brilliant Star ones, are still really cool character rares that are going to be included, more than likely in Astral Radiance. Now, obviously, we have the Roserade card that is going to be included. Makes sense considering we've got the Gardenia, we've got Chandelure, we've got the Rhydeer, we've got Cleavier, we've got Mightyena, we've got Hoodoo, and then, of course, some of the other ones, the more harder ones to pull, the Garchomp V Cynthia, which I absolutely love. I think that's a beautiful card. We know we're going to be including the Starmie, but here's something that's even more important that I think you guys should really want to understand, is we were informed more than likely there was going to be, if I'm correct, and I could be completely off base with this, but we were told there was going to be a grand total of around 30 character rares included. So if you guys want to take a look and do the math, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've only seen 8 that have been fully revealed so far in Battle Region, and considering Space Jugglers has 0 character rares within it because all it included was the alternate arts, it has me to believe that, possibly speaking, you could see character rares for Astral Radiance be released that could potentially, of course, this is, not 100% guaranteed, but could potentially be coming from Vmax Climax. So as you can see right now, when taking a look at the general cards that have not been revealed or released yet, you have these specific 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. You've got about 42, 43, 44 other character rares that haven't been included. And then on top of that as well, we still haven't seen any of these other gold cards. So you can say 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, and then any of these characters. So there's literally a pool of around 60 to 70 cards that we ultimately haven't seen any of these cards officially be released into any of the English sets, which really has me believing that you're going to see more than likely at least around, based on the fact that we know for Battle Regions, we've got, once again, 8 confirmed in the set. You're probably going to see about 22 of these, a mix of them, get thrown in. Now, of course, the general theme for the set, as it currently stands right now, it's very Hisuian theme. It's very Gen 4 themed. In regards to that, obviously, time and space is kind of the main point outside of Hisuian, which, of course, that is, a part of it. So if you really wanted to make predictions on what cards could potentially be thrown in here in regards to the character rares, you can try and go through and make those predictions for yourself based on what you could potentially see fitting in the sets the best. Who knows 100%? I could be wrong on all of this, and there could be a couple of other rares that we don't know that are going to be released, but it just makes sense to me that these character rares are going to be thrown into the set, considering we were told there was going to be 30 altogether that will be included. So as far as it goes, we have, Time Gazers and Space Jugglers officially revealed, and we've got all of Battle Regions. So, I mean, you guys just take a look once again of some of the gold cards in this set and some of the other cards that were just finally revealed, and make your own kind of interpretation on what you think. And then once again, going back and looking at the list and saying to yourself, okay, of these cards here, if any of these were to be added into the set, how much of a game changer ultimately would it be when adding these character rares to the set? So who knows, 100%, that is still to be determined. But at the end of the day, to kind of give my final thought process, and I should say mainly this is going to be the main point of the video, considering the fact of the matter that there isn't really much else to discuss. Main point of the video, we just officially had an announcement that Time Gazer and Space Juggler is has been officially revealed. The secret rares, we know there's going to be a 30 character rares, and we've only had 8 that were included in Battle Region, and we had 0 that were included or revealed for Time Gazers and Space Jugglers, which has us to believe that we're going to be seeing a large amount from Vmax Climax being thrown into the set that hasn't been announced yet. So, of course, with that being said, the next question ultimately is, how do you think this set will perform? Personally speaking, I think there is an argument to be made that Brilliant Star is going to be a better performing set, but honestly, I would like to hold my reserves before I fully make that statement. Based on the cards that we're seeing right now, I do think this set will perform really well, just because it still has the alternate art. It's going to have the character rares. It has really nice gold cards for the Palkia and the Dialga, as well as rainbow designs. It has some desirable, just trainer cards. So I do think the set is going to be great regardless of what the other character cards are going to be. Now, of course, the next question is, including the character cards, how big of a difference is it going to add? If you have something like a Charizard in the set, or you have the Rayquaza in the set, or any of these other cards, it could be an absolute, or the Pikachu, it could be an absolute game changer that could really throw this set in the running to potentially be a better set than what you saw with Brilliant Star. Of course, this is all speculative. We don't know 100% yet, but we do know that this set is looking amazing so far, especially since we 100% have confirmation that there is going to be alternate arts within this set finally revealed. But as far as it goes, a little bit of a shorter video again. Hopefully you guys, of course, enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys, but I am very excited for Astral Radiance. I think this is going to be a really cool set to collect. And we still got about a month and a half away, so we've got some time before the set is released. I'll be putting pre-orders up for the website relatively soon, and we'll be making a video actually on Friday in regards to what the numbers are going to be looking like for that, and kind of my opinion on what that seems to be for the future of Pokemon. But that's all I have for today's video. As always, if you want to enter into our weekly giveaways, make sure to leave a like, comment down below on any of the videos we post each and every week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Of course, be subscribed on top of that as well if you want to also be entered in. And then on top of that, since you can comment and like on each video, that allows you for multiple entries. And then we have 3 winners as well each and every week. And so you've got 3 opportunities to enter, and then 3 opportunities to win. So you've just got really high odds, and each winner gets 8 Brilliant Star booster packs. And then once you see that number of subscribers go to 2,500, then we're going to increase that to 12 per person, which is going to be a full booster box each and every week. So I can't thank you guys obviously enough for your continued support. Really excited to see the growth of the channel, and excited for the set to officially be revealed, especially once we see what the remaining character rares are going to be. But that is all I have for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Until then, I will see you guys on Friday. Peace.